Good morning. How are y'all? I've been taking allergy medicine at night and it's causing me not to want to get up in the mornings. How is everybody? My surgery's this week. I am dreading it because I'm not over the first surgery, but I'll get through it. I'm a tough little cookie. Good morning, sweet Stacy and Brenda and Heidi and Sherry, Mary, Jane, Cynthia. Who else is on here? Alyssa. Good morning. We're gonna. Oh, I feel like I just need to sit here a minute. You know what I'm saying? I just need a minute. I was waiting for Facebook to get on here. You notice I have on long sleeves. I think it's going to be in the 70s today, but I think I'm right. Let's see. What's it going to be like at your house? I saw Tismy say. I say Tismy. I know her name's Laura, but I'd rather say Tismy. Oh no, the high is 81, but it's in the low 80s. So I love saying Tismy. Like, I want to name an animal Tismy. I just like that name. And I think it's funny that I thought that was her real name. Oh, okay. Today, did y'all do your homework? Do you remember your homework assignment or did your dog eat it? Your homework assignment was to figure out how to grow old gracefully. And I've took a lot of time to think about that on Sunday. But I was thinking in my head about that. And so this morning I want to do a exercise. Okay? So realize that this is an exercise, okay? I want you, we're going to set a timer for 5, let's say 10 minutes. We're going to say everything that we hate about ourselves in 10 minutes, okay? After we negative self-talk to ourselves, we're going to do another exercise. So let's set a timer. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Okay, we got 10 minutes to say everything that we hate about ourselves. I hate that I have thin hair because it looks like Cynthia hair and people make fun of me. I hate that I don't have really healthy fingernails. I wished they were thicker. I don't really care to have long nails. I just wish they didn't break easily. What do you hate about yourself? I hate that I worry. I worry a lot about the unknown. You hate your body, Kim, your hair, and your lack of. I get it. I hate that I'm getting older. I do. I would rather be older than younger, though. Oh, we're talking negative. Okay, I hate that I'm not a good caregiver, I feel like I constantly beat myself up as a caregiver. I mean, it's not that okay, no, we're negative. Cynthia. I hate that I feel like when it comes to a creator, oftentimes I just want to give up. I hate that I get like that. I wish that, like, I stay motivated all the time. Uh, but I hate that it's almost like I feel like I'm just negative Nancy. You hate your teeth? Girl, don't even. I have 4 broken teeth right now. Look, this one, this one, this one, and this one is broken. I get you on the teeth. I hate my thin hair, my thin skin. Oh Lord, my thin skin. I bleed like I've become my grandmother, bleeding like crazy with thin skin. Um, I hate that I have to wear glasses. I just like when I take pictures, you know, I want to take my glasses off because I just feel like there's a glare, or I just I hate that I'm blind in one eye. I hate that I have a mental illness. I mean, I oh, bunions. Yeah. I had a best friend with bunions. Abusive mother. You hate you're in the bed the whole day because of fibromyalgia. Girl, I get you. I almost died of cancer. I don't care what I look like anymore. I'm just happy every day to be here. I'm old. Girl, Sherry, I can see her. I'm old. I'm fat. I don't feel good. I mean, like, we got 6 minutes to hate what else we hate about ourselves. I hate that everything on my body is going south. I hate it. Uh, I hate that I constantly worry about paying for my farm. I wish I could just be rich and comfortable. I hate trying to figure out how to stay afloat. It's like when it comes to my farm, I live paycheck by paycheck, and I hate it. Girl, I hate arthritis pain. As a matter of fact, yesterday I had the worst headache from my arthritis in my neck. And I was like with heating pads and this stuff right here. I was putting this all over my neck. You hate that you're heavy. I hate that I have anxiety. I wish my teeth were better. I hate to live far away from my siblings. Girl, arthritis in your neck causes the worst headache. I hate it. I hate that the doctors jank my ears up and it may be permanent damage. I hate that they're telling me I have to wear hearing aids. And this Mary Munford, I think it's Munford, she has the same thing as me. And she told me that she has to wear a hearing aid for balance. And I'm like, okay, I'm fixed to have to wear hearing aids. I hate that every time I go to the doctor, something's wrong. I I hate that I have no clothes in my closet but overalls and farm clothes that have chicken poop stains all over them. I hate that my husband works 7 days a week. I hate that hunting season is coming up. I hate that I look awful in pictures. I hate that I have to wear glasses and it makes me hard to drive at night. Yep, get ya. I get ya. I get ya. Oh, I hate that I don't have friends close by. I hate that all my clothes have paint on them. Uh, yeah. Let's see. We got 3 minutes left. Um, I hate when I have nothing to film for YouTube videos and my life is boring. I hate it. I hate that I sat on the couch all weekend and was worthless. I hate that I don't feel like exercising where I get my heart rate up. I mean, yes, I'm active, but I don't get my heart rate up per se. I hate that. I hate that I'm hot all the time and sweat and look like who to thunk it. I hate that I have OCD and clean things that are clean. Oh, Alyssa, I live with a man like you. That'll drive you crazy. OCD will drive you crazy. I sat and watched him. So I get why you hate being OCD. Um, we have 2 minutes to hate. You hate that you'll grow old alone, lost parents and husband at an early age. God bless you, Sherry. I hate that I don't get to visit my grandkids. I hate that I'm getting weak in my old age. Can't do what I used to do. I hate that I'm so impulsive. I hate that I don't have the energy and strength to do things that I did when I was younger. I hate being alone. I don't have anyone to celebrate my birthday Saturday. We're pitiful. We're straight up pitiful. I'm really trying to think of all the things I hate. I hate I live alone. The youngest left for college on Friday. I hate that my friends are so busy they don't have time to visit me. Okay, time is up. Okay, now I'm going to repeat to you what you just said. So I'm your friend, and I'm going to say, let me see, let me find one. Mary Russell, you're a big old loner. You're a loner. Your birthday's coming up, and don't nobody care. No, nobody cares. You're going to celebrate your birthday all alone because you have no friends that come over. Rhonda, you are straight up impulsive, okay? Straight up impulsive. You really need to get a grip on this. Melissa Williams, your grandkids don't want to come see you, okay? Like, they don't. Cynthia, everybody lets you down, okay? Every time I turn around, people are letting you down. Heidi, life is just for you, life just sucks. Okay? Like, get a grip. Life sucks. Um uh let's see. Sherry, look, you're so deaf that you need to wear hearing aids. Um Lisa, you need to do something about your turkey neck, okay? Okay, because when I look at you, you got that saggy turkey neck. You need to do something about your turkey neck. Teresa, Loretto, you when I look at pictures of you, you look straight up awful. Okay. You look awful in your pictures. I mean, when you got those glasses on in your pictures, like you look awful. I mean, why are you even trying to drive at night? You're an old lady wearing glasses. Like, like you have no friends that are close by. Like you're just a loner. Okay, so you get my point. Do you see how different it is when someone negative talks to you, but we sit here and negative talk ourselves? Like when we sit here and negative talk ourselves, it's like we get in left field because we're like Debbie Downers. But we can sit here and negative talk to ourselves. But if someone else negative talks to us, we get our feelings hurt. Think about that. Think about that. Okay. I probably should wear my, I mean, it's like slick back hair every day. It's like, I don't know. I care, but I don't care. All right. How to grow old gracefully. I sat and thought about this, and I went all the way back to childhood. And I thought, when our moms are pregnant with us, they can't wait for us to get here. Then when we get here, they can't wait for us to sit up. And then they can't wait for us to walk for the first time. They can't wait for us to get out of daycare so they don't have to pay for daycare. They're ready for us to start school to relieve some financial burden. They can't wait for us to turn to be a teenager. I can't believe my child's a teenager. They can't wait. They can't, as a child, you can't wait for Christmas. You can't wait for your birthday. Then, like, as a parent, you can't wait for your kid to turn 16 years old so they can drive themselves to the store. Can't wait for your kid to graduate high school. Can't wait for your kids to start college, and then all of a sudden you can't wait for them to graduate so you don't have that financial burden. You can't wait to get married. You can't wait to have kids. It's like you're always looking for a milestone. Like, that's how we're brought up. You know what I mean? Like thinking about like waiting for Christmas to get here. As a kid, it seemed like forever. And now as an adult, it just flies by and it's not the same. And I was thinking about, now that we are older, what do we have to look forward to? I mean, I think about myself, and I'm 54. And I think, okay, well, I'm looking forward to having a granddaughter, my son having a kid. But then, like, what's the next milestone? And I find Shane and I have conversations a lot now that I'm 54 and I'm starting to get older, and we have conversations about death. We're like, if I die, what you want me to do? If you die, what you want me to do? Like talking like that. I find ourselves talking like that. And I know, like, for us, it's like every time we call, like, let's just say Shane's mother, it's always about doctor's appointments the whole time. And then if you say, I have melanoma. Oh, I've had melanoma. Oh, I've had gastric bypass, whatever. Like, it's always like she's already had it. And why is that? Because she's elderly and she's been there. And sometimes Shane and I laugh because the only time she ever calls is when someone dies. And we're like, why does she do that? Like, why don't she call, like, just check on us? She calls when there's something wrong or someone's died. And I was thinking about getting older gracefully, and I thought about what an elderly person has to look towards. Let's just say 65 and older, because 65 is when you retire. Okay, people do look forward to retirement. So, like, my age, we're looking forward to retirement. We're looking forward to grandkids. But once you hit, let's just say, once you retire, what do you look for? Like, what, like, I know for Shane and I, we talk about our kids, you know, putting us in a nursing home or things like that. Like, it's almost like when you start getting over the hump, which I feel like over the hump is over 50, you start looking at life differently. Like, I can remember, um, I remember when, like, I've always had eye trouble. I was born blind in one eye, and I had to wear glasses in first grade. And I remember being so embarrassed because not only did I have to wear glasses, but I had to wear a patch over my eye. Talking about embarrassed in first grade, here's red hair, fair skin. My glasses were like this thick with a patch over my eye. I mean, talking about being intimidated and having like self-esteem issues. Um, I remember as when I got older and I started having eye issues, like where I couldn't see, the doctor recommended glasses. And for the longest time, I would not wear them. I was like, I am not wearing glasses. I'm not. And I would say maybe 7 years ago, I started wearing glasses, maybe. And it took me forever to come to acceptance that I had to wear glasses. But it was almost like this: when you get to the point where you're putting your cheaters on every time you turn around because you can't see, and then you lose your glasses and you can't find them anywhere, you start getting, you're like, what do I do with my glasses? And then you go to the store and you buy 15 pairs of cheaters because you can't figure out where you did with your glasses. It gets to the point where you're like, okay, I've got to wear glasses. I am so sick of trying to find my daggum glasses, on and off, on and off, on and off glasses, because you can't read. And when I had to come to acceptance that I had to wear glasses, even though I wore the glasses, I was embarrassed. I felt embarrassed. I felt like I looked old. I felt I hated taking pictures of myself until I got transitions. And when I got transitions, I felt like no longer did I have on glasses, I had on sunglasses, because every time I was outside, and I would take a picture, it would look like I have on sunglasses. And I was like, "Oh, I can do this." It's okay to wear sunglasses, but I'm not wearing glasses. And that is the moment that I came to acceptance with wearing glasses, is the moment I got transitions. It made me feel better. But it took me a long time to come to acceptance, and I'm still not 100% there. Like, when I'm indoors and my glasses don't turn to sunglasses, it's like I have a hard time accepting that I wear glasses. This whole hearing aid thing, I'm like, I am 54 years old with needing hearing aids and having cataracts. Okay, my cataracts are just starting, so it's not like they're a train wreck. But I'm like, I am 54 and need hearing aids. I feel mad right now because I was not like this prior to surgery. And so I can't, even though the doctor told me last week, Judy, you're looking at hearing aids in the near future. And I was like, how near is near? And he said, when your family gets sick of you saying, huh, you'll come and say, I need hearing aids. I'm like, I'm not that bad. Like, I'm not that bad. I can't, like, it's fresh and new to me. The whole hearing aid is fresh and new to me. I am not accepting it. because in my brain, I'm like, "Oh, no, 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 no. This is not permanent. This crap is going away. I am not gonna be like this the rest of my life. I'm not." And I can't get to acceptance, and it's gonna take me a while. I mean, if this is permanent, it's gonna take me a minute. I'm not just accepting hearing aids that quickly, because I'm like praying about it, going, God, please heal my ears. Like, please tell me I don't have to get hearing aids. And then part of me goes, what's so bad about hearing aids? I mean, really? What? I mean, what? Like, why am I so janked up about a hearing aid? But I can't get to acceptance that I may have to have a hearing aids. I think growing old gracefully as we get older, it's hard for us to accept things. It's hard for us to accept that do you remember when you had to wear glasses for the first time? Did you have a hard time accepting it? Or hearing aids? Did you have a hard time accepting it? Or having to move in with your kids, or having to be moved into a nursing home? It's hard. And I think the hardness is normal. But how do you grow old gracefully? And I'm thinking, okay, to grow old gracefully means to come to acceptance. How do you accept you're getting older? I hear so many people that are my age and older. I mean, there's funny TikToks about it and reels about it. I can't remember the name of that song where the parents laid in the floor because the kid never calls them. So many people my age and older sit here and go, my kids never call. My kids never come to visit. So many people in the nursing home, you go into the nursing home, they're like, their family never comes to visit. I can sit here and say this about Larry. Larry has lived with me. April will be 9 years he's lived with me. I think I could count on one hand how many people have come to visit him in the 9 years that he's been living with me. That's sad. I mean, even his birthday, Christmas, no one. No one makes a special visit just to spend with Larry. So I can see, even let's talk about myself. I'm going to sit here and think, how many times have my children said, "Hey, mom, I'm just going to come visit," or "Hey, mom, I'm going to take you out to eat," or "Hey, mom, it's Mother's Day. I'm going to come spend the whole day with you." "Hey, mom, it's Mother's Day. What do you want to do?" I'm just like you. As we get older, people start going away. I think about Sneed's farmhouse and my animals. My children don't desire to go hang out in the farm. I mean, they don't. Now, there's times when they want to, like if I have baby piglets, they want to bring their friends to see my piglets. But like for them just to come say, "Hey, mom, let's go sit in the farm. Show me what you do." Mm-mm. My kids do call. I will say that. They do call. But as we get older, life starts changing and we feel lonely. we feel alone, especially when your spouse passes away, your kids live away, your kids never call, brothers and sisters never call, and you're sitting alone. It's like it's hard. So, how do you grow old gracefully? I feel like I'm going to speak from me and Shane's point of view. So, like from a kid's point of view, and then I'm going to speak about a mother's point of view. I know for Shane and I, we're like, mother never calls. We could be dead over here and she'd never know it. She doesn't call. Okay, let's think about like me with my kids. A lot of times I may not call because I don't want to bug them or because I don't know their schedule or, things like that. And I think Shane's mom does the same thing. She doesn't call because she don't know if Shane's at work or at home, or she just sits and waits for him to call her. But what happens is it upsets Shane because his mother never calls him. But then it probably upsets her because Shane doesn't call more often. Okay, when we sit here, and go live in the mornings, we talk about the only person we can control is ourselves. If you are lonely and you're not growing old gracefully, what can you change? Like, my stepmom, I'm going to speak about her. My stepmom lost her husband before my dad. I think he had cancer. And she grieved herself. Like, I can remember her telling me that she would take my stepbrother to school and then she got into bed because she was so depressed that her husband died and it was hard for her to function. And it took her a long time to overcome his death and to get where she had a life again. And when my father passed away, she was the complete opposite. She got herself involved. My stepmom is very involved in church. She I don't know what they call it, but they have at the church they have this care closet where people in need come to get clothes for their children, and my stepmom works that. And they present the gospel to these families that come in and get whatever they need for their children, but that she's very, very involved in that. She also is involved in a tribal club. In this tribal club, they have traveled all over the world. And I sit and think about how she was living life to her fullest because she didn't want to just sit around and cry and mourn. My dad would have wanted her to get out and to get involved. And I think about she'll be 80. My stepmama will be 80 years old next week. and she has totally got herself involved. They also she has a little group of women that get together and go out to eat, and they get together and go to the movies. They go to the theater together. They just it's just I don't know how many, a handful of them, and they just get together. And I think as I sat on the sidelines watching her, I said, I want to be just like that when I get older. I want to be involved. But my personality, I don't really like to be around people. But if I don't, I'm going to sit here and as I get older, let's just say Shane goes before me. If I just sit in the house, I'm going to be lonely. And I'm going to sit and wait for my kids to call. And I'm going to be disappointed because they don't call or they don't come to see me. So, what are things that I can control? I can control what can I do to get myself involved? Well, for me personally, I don't see I don't think I would enjoy a travel club. I don't really, first of all, I probably wouldn't have the money to travel all it like she went to Germany, she went on cruises, like I probably I wouldn't want to invest my money in traveling personally. I just don't like to do that. I don't like to be away from home. But what are things I could get myself involved in? Well, a lot of people don't want to get themselves involved in the shoot, senior center in your local area because that seems like that's where the old people go. I'm saying, like, I don't want to do that. That's where the old people go. Well, things that I could get myself, like, what do you enjoy? Do you enjoy crafts? Do you enjoy singing? Do you enjoy dancing? Do you enjoy exercising? Do you enjoy like going on nature trail walks? Like, what do you enjoy? And that's how you figure out how to get yourself involved because it has to be something you enjoy. If I went and got myself involved in a travel club, I'm not going to stick with it. That's not what I enjoy. But if I got myself involved in a senior aerobic class, oh, I'd so be there. Next thing you know, I'd be teaching it. A Bible study, like I think that I would enjoy a women's Bible study. I think I would enjoy a group of women going out to eat. But how do you find that? How do you find a group of women that do that? I feel like the best place to look is churches, and maybe it's out of your comfort zone to call a church and say, I'm looking for a women's group. Could you point me in the right direction? I sit home. I've lost my spouse. I I need to involve myself, and I'm having a hard time. I think actually saying that helps you grow old gracefully because it is important to surround yourself with people even though you don't want to surround yourself with people. I think when you force yourself to do the complete opposite, I think is the moment you no longer sit at home waiting for your kids to call. You're busy. Even let's say that you just cannot force yourself to get around people. You're like, I am not a people person. I'm not the type that's going to pick up the phone and call a church and ask them about their women's program. I'm not doing that. Like, that's not my personality. Okay, well, what are things you can do? What can you do? And that's what you got to ask yourself. Okay, you can't do this. Well, what can you do? What are you good at? We're all good at something. So, what are you good at? Are you good at gardening? I mean, I have found personally that surrounding myself with people is not always good for me. It's not good for my mental health. But surrounding myself with animals is life changing to me. So let's just say that you bird hunt or bird watch, whatever you call it. Let's say that you work in the garden and surround yourself with bugs, ladybugs and butterflies. And that sounds fun. Dragonflies. Let's say that you uh, are the kind that put out nectar and you attract hummingbirds, and then you get to see the same hummingbird coming back to your feeder. It's almost like it excites you. Can't wait to go outside and watch and see if the hummingbird's coming back to your nectar. Believe it or not, that will provide you, your loneliness will go away. I mean, maybe maybe you need a pet. Maybe you need a cat. You'd be surprised when you have to take care of something how much you love it. It is a responsibility, but you would be surprised if you went to a shelter and let's just say rescued a cat or a dog or a bird or something, and you begin to train it. Let's say that you crate trained it or taught the bird to talk. You'd be surprised at your loneliness leaves you. And it's something as simple as that. Growing old gracefully to me is coming to acceptance that things are changing. If you're sitting around waiting for your family to call or your sister to call or your kids to call, you're going to live a lonely life cuz they ain't picking up the phone calling all the time. Especially when you call them and you tell them about every doctor's appointment that you have and everything that hurts inside you. Oh Lord, every time I call dad, he's telling me about his doctor's appointments. They don't want to hear that. I mean, if you're truly sick, they want to hear it. But like, they want to hear, oh my gosh, I put out this nectar and this hummingbird comes back every single day. I've named it George. George the hummingbird. You're out there taking pictures of your hummingbird. Like that brings your kids joy. Being a negative Nancy, saying everything that you hate about yourself, is people don't want to call you. And I'm sure when you're negative Nancy and you do talk about all your doctor's appointments and you get off the phone, you feel sad. But what if you turned it around and said, okay, look, I'm having surgery Thursday. I have melanoma, but praise Jesus, it's a level 1 and it's curable. And I'm going to overcome this. I'll be fine. Don't you worry about me. I will be strong. I will be fine. Like, it's good. You know how you as a parent, or you want to hear, like, you don't want to hear your kids spout, you don't want to know that your kids are not doing well. If you know that your kid's about to lose their job or they're about to get a divorce, you're worrying. You're sick worrying about your kid. Oh my God, they're not happy. It's like as a mom or a dad, when your kids are not okay, you sit and worry. It's the flip side. If we're trying to go to work all day, let's just say you Shane. If Shane's going to work all day, working 7 days a week basically, and his mom's like, "Oh my God, my foot hurts." He can't. He worries. Now, if it's something to worry about, That's a whole different ball game. You know, there are some people that won't even tell their kids they're sick. And then they're like, Mom never tells us anything. She could be lay over there having cancer and she ain't telling any of us. I mean, that's not good either. It's balance. It's totally balanced. But I feel like growing old gracefully is come to acceptance. It took me years to come to acceptance to wear glasses. You know, as we get older, come into acceptance to wear glasses, hearing aids, a walker, a wheelchair. We can't take care of ourselves anymore. I'm sure that's hard to come to acceptance. I know for me personally, watching Larry, my grandmother, my mom, my grandfather, you probably know someone that you're like, where's your walker? Why aren't you using your walker? Because they're supposed to be using their walker. And they're like, I don't need this thing. Mom, you're going to fall. Use your walker. It's like they can't come to acceptance that they need the walker. It took Larry a long time to accept the walker, and he still sometimes won't use it. But I'm no different. You know, I'm no different. I mean, what's it going to take for us to come to acceptance? And coming to acceptance that things are changing in our life and we need a walker, let's just say. What causes us not to come to acceptance? Well, first is I'm embarrassed to use a walker because that means I'm old. Number two, this is annoying. I can't go places that I want to go. I got this dang walker that is all in the way. I'm better off without the walker. And everybody around you is telling you that you need the walker. It's like, how do you get to acceptance? And I feel like getting to acceptance is how you grow old gracefully, personally. But everybody comes to a different, it's almost like like we grieve. We grieve that we need a hearing aid, or we grieve that we need glasses, or we grieve that you know, my kids are telling me I no longer can live by myself. They ain't telling me what to do. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. You know, it's like, and then when the kids become the boss, oh my gosh. See, I'm dreading that about grandkids. Now that my kid's fixing to be boss of me with this grandkid, I ain't going to like it. I'm here to tell you right now. I've already gotten some rules. My kid is do not be on social media. I'm like, are you kidding me? I can't show the backup dancers your kid's picture. No. Well, when did you become the boss of me? I'm the freaking mother. I'm saying. Oh my gosh, really? How cute would these videos be of me and my granddaughter out there in our overalls doing pigs, but my kid won't let me put the picture or video on social media? Well, he's the boss of me. I have to do what he says, and I hate it. And she ain't even here yet. So I had to call my cousin because she's a grandmother, and I'm like, okay, tell me all the grandmother rules so I don't break them. She was like, you're not allowed to post a picture. You have to let them post the picture and then you share it. I'm like, those jokers will never post a picture. So like it frustrates me. But growing old, my kid is the boss of their kid. And I completely understand why they don't want their child on social media. I mean, crap, look what's happened to me on social media. I've had the police called. I've had the USDA called. I've had Better Business Bureau called. I've had like the IRS called. So like I get it. I get why they don't want their kid on social media if I really sit and think about it. But growing old gracefully, it's hard because our bodies start changing, our minds start changing. We forget what we're saying. You know, our body starts declining. Our face starts looking different. We get droopy skin, wrinkles, everything on our body goes south. Our clothes don't look the same on us. Like it's like things start changing. But what instead of negative talking, hating everything, I hate that I have wrinkles. I hate that I'm saggy. I hate that I'm always hurting. I hate this. I hate my kids don't call. I hate like if someone said those things to you, if you and your friend were having coffee and your friend says, "Man, it's so sad that your kids never call you." You're like, "Well, daggum negative Nancy." When someone says things to you that you say to yourself, it's a totally different ballgame. Mom, you're getting old. And I probably just got out of man, I am getting so old. Look at me. Look at me. I am so these bags under my eyes, like my hair's thinning. I have to wear my hair up every day. Like, ugh. But if my kids went, Mother, your hair is so thin, I would flip my lid. If someone said that to me, if someone noticed, like I can notice that I'm getting a receding hairline. I don't know if it's my hormones. I don't know if it's just the fact I'm getting over it, but I've never had this. And like right around here, my hair is getting thin. So if my best friend said, "Hey, you were live this morning and your hair, that receding hairline, man, it looks rough. Like you need to do something about it." You know? Like I don't know what you need to do. You need to go to your hairdresser or go to a dermatologist to see about thickening your hair because it is Judy, when you're live, it is a train wreck. But that's what I say to myself. Girl, shh. No wonder they're saying you got Cynthia hair, because you do. But if my best friend said, Judy, you have straight up Cynthia hair today, I would be offended. So, how do we replace negative talk with positive talk? I think for everything negative that we say, like, for example, if I look in the mirror and go, you got Cynthia hair today. Okay, well, let's replace it with two positives. Girl, I love those blue eyes. Those blue eyes and that red hair, you're unique. Not a lot of people have blue eyes and red hair. Instead of just being negative. But it's hard to do that. But if you start getting in a routine of it and start replacing the negative with positive, notice how you feel for the day. On Saturday, I was a negative Nancy, like big time. I didn't feel good and I was just negative. I was supposed to go to my son's house and I couldn't make myself do it. I just didn't feel good. So I was like, what am I going to do? Like, I can't like get off the couch. What am I going to do? I just want to lay here. So I got up and got in the shower. I said, I'm just going to get up and get in the shower and wash my hair. Maybe I'll feel better. And I got in here and I blow dried my hair and I curled it and I felt better. It made me feel better. Even though I didn't do anything to myself, I never went to my sons. I did later on that night because they asked me to, but I didn't want to go. And there's days we feel just really down. As we grow old gracefully, I feel like the main thing that gives me peace about getting older is talking to someone that understands. Talking to someone that's your age. Talking about your fears. Holding it in, I feel like is not good. Talking to someone your age that is going through what you're going through and that understands, I feel like can give you some peace because you don't feel alone. I know majority of the people that follow me are 65 and older. And a lot of times we don't want to share because we're being negative. But sometimes you need a friend to go, hey, will you just listen to me for a minute and just let me vent? Can you give me 10 minutes to just vent? And say, I'll set my timer so I don't go over. But if you'll just give me 10 minutes just to vent. And then you proceed to say, my body hurts. This arthritis has given me the worst headache and I cannot get it to go away. Or my ears are driving me crazy. I don't hear the same. And I'm scared to death this is permanent hearing loss. What am I going to do? Am I going to be dizzy the rest of my life? It feels scary. When you have a change in your body like that, a limitation, like you go from walking every morning to can't walk, it's depressing. And you may have to get to acceptance that you have bad feet and walking's not good for you, let's just say. So now you need to ride a bicycle so you can jack up your knees. It's like, I enjoy walking. I enjoy being outside. Okay, well, you no longer can walk because you have plantar fasciitis and now you need to bike. So today is Monday and you have choices. Sitting it out is getting stuck on changes of getting older. I mean, death is reality, getting old is reality, but getting stuck in it and it letting you rob you of your joy, that is sitting it out. Dancing is going, okay, today is Monday. I've listened to Aunt Judy and I want to grow old gracefully. What do I need to do? What do I need to do to take care of myself? Why am I sitting on the couch waiting for my children to call? Why am I like obsessed with doctor's appointments? What do I need to do? I feel like you still should go to your balance physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. Physically is making your doctor's appointments because that's important. That's how you grow old gracefully, is to make your yearly appointments, your your eye appointment, your hearing appointment, your regular primary doctor appointment, your mammogram, your uh, prostate checking. Those things is part of growing old gracefully, is taking care of your physical health. Those things are important. Spiritually, to me, is knowing where you're going. Now, if you're not a believer, wherever you consider yourself at peace. That for me personally is to know, okay, am I right with God? If I left this earth today, am I right with God? That's spiritually. Mentally, this brain is stronger than your physical body. You can change your brain to go into positive. What do you need to do to grow old gracefully? Do you need to go do a flower bed? Do you need to go for a walk? Do you need to go put out some nectar and name your hummingbird? What did I say? Gerald, Fred? I can't remember what I named it. Chuck. What do you need to do to bring yourself joy instead of concentrating on all the negative? Oh God, I need hearing aids. Emotionally is not getting stuck. Emotions will lie to you. You're old. Oh, I feel negative because I'm so old. Girl, come on. Old, you know how they say age is just a number? What's going on in here? When you fix this, your emotions will be fixed. It's all about balance. And I feel like that's how you grow old gracefully, is be working on yourself each and every day, physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. So you have a choice today. You can sit it out or you can dance. And I hope you dance. Wednesday, I will be talking about the whole weight issue and how it robs me of my joy. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.